Welcome back in, everyone, to the Cleveland Racquet Club, where we are live at the 2021 Cleveland Open. And joining me now in our broadcast booth, a semifinalist here this week in singles, Bjorn Fratangelo. Bjorn, congratulations on the result today.
Thanks a lot.
How are you feeling about your play this week?
Good. I would say this is the first time in a long time that I've felt good about my game. But yeah, I think things are finally starting to come together after the layoff and my injury and the lockdown and everything else. So I'm pretty pleased with my progression through this week, and hopefully I can take it home with two more.
Mm-hmm. And I believe you have yet to drop a set this week in your action. And today, unfortunately, your opponent Alexis Gruskin had to pull out right at the end of that match, but you got that late break at the end of the first set. You did seem to be looking very comfortable out there. Yeah. What's working so well for you this week?
I mean, I think I played actually a couple futures a few weeks ago, and they didn't go so well. But, it kind of allowed me to really kind of see the flaws where I was, with my game. And, when I got home and talked with my coach, Eric, because he didn't come with me there, I kind of just said to him, look, like, this is how I feel. This is what's going on. And then, we just kind of started tinkering with things from there. And then I think, with the 10 days that I had or 2 weeks that I had before here, we really worked a lot, and it was very specific, and I think it's exactly what I needed to kind of figure things out.
Mm-hmm. And I noticed today after your match you were hitting a few extra serves, you were hitting a few extra ground strokes. Yeah. Is that just because the match finished a little bit early, or was that because you wanted to work some things out before tomorrow?
Yeah, no, I mean, look, I'm just trying to get back to my level and surpass, where I think I can be, and I think everybody that knows me knows, where I've been the last 5, 6, 7 years of my career. And obviously I'm not there now, with given everything that I went through. But, I just want to surpass that. And I feel like this is the only way. I got to keep hitting. I just got to keep getting extra reps. And I don't have the matches under my belt. So, each ball I hit, I feel like it's getting a little bit cleaner and cleaner.
Mm-hmm. No, certainly if you were to describe your game, if I may say, it would be clean.
Yeah.
Very clean game. And so, you brought up the fact that you went and played a couple of futures events, and that was something I wanted to ask you about. Is that a product of just chasing matches, given we're still amidst the pandemic, or was that, a personal decision of I need to go work on my level?
Yeah, I mean, that was kind of both.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
Looking back, when we were talking about playing them, I said, look, I haven't played more than 2 matches in a tournament since Winston-Salem in 2019.
Yeah.
So for me, it was big to kind of, at least get 3-4 matches in a week. I mean, I got 3 in the first week, and then obviously the second one didn't go so well. But for me, that was really important. And I think just even with the first week, it just – without playing matches, you don't really know what you're supposed to do in practice. I mean, everything always feels good in practice. Sure. There's nothing, to play for. But playing the matches and then you see your flaws, that's where you kind of go. So I think it's with each tournament, Del Rey, those 2 futures, this one, I think I kind of can, see the light and see where I need to go.
Mm-hmm. And you have a shuttle to catch, so again, I will be brief here with my questions down the home stretch.
They won't leave without me.
Yeah, exactly. You're a semifinalist. They better not. But to that point, and I'm a huge nerd, so I apologize for this very specific question. I watched you play Jack Sock and Carey last year, and I know that was a straight set match, but the level in that match was phenomenal. Yeah. And I think it was a 6-4 affair, and I'm just curious, because you talk about how difficult it is, everything feels good in practice.
Yeah.
To get at least 1-2 matches, because I think you played Orlando the next week,
yes.
To get some matches at the end of last season, did that help at all, or did it still feel like you were starting with a blank slate this year?
A little bit of both. I mean, I think it was important, when I went over to Europe, the first couple tournaments I played and then Carey Orlando, that was more just to all right, let's see where I am physically with my foot. Can it hold up?
Sure.
And it did. And then, the match with Jack was a very high level, and then Orlando was okay, but I felt like I was very in and out. Focus was very up and down. It was hard to focus through a whole, match scenario. But, I think Del Rey was a little bit of the same. The match with Francis was very up and down. And now I think, finally I'm starting to be able to, just sink my teeth in more and kind of lock in more. And I know how good I am and how good I can be when I'm on. And it's just a matter of finding that match by match.
Mm-hmm. And you mentioned the foot specifically. I have to ask, it's now, 3 matches this week?
Yeah.
How's it feeling?
No, it's great. I've been pain-free really since May, June of 2020. So I have no complaints. That was a long one for me, and I hope I never have to go through that again. But yeah, I'm really happy with the progress physically that I'm at. Everything feels fine. And now it's just a matter of, getting back.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Well, last two questions for you. I've talking to a bunch of players this weekend comparing this event to the event they held 2 years ago. People talk about the court surface, and they say it's playing brand new and very, very slow. Have you felt that way?
Yeah, so I guess the courts that are in the back row there is what it used to be. So I actually had my first hit there to warm up today, and man, it's lightning. Yeah, it's lightning. But out here, it's very slow. So I'm okay with that. I heard nightmare stories about, the Cleveland tournament, not with everything, but just the court speed.
The courts,
and I was like, oof, okay, let's go. But then I got here and they looked brand new. And I'm happy with the speed. I'm happy with the ball. So the conditions are indoors. I like playing indoors, so I'm happy.
No, I watched Max Cressy break people here 2 years ago. Just break their soul. I thought Torpegard was going to hurt me after the final. I was like, I didn't play you. Like, don't get mad at me. But last two questions for you. And, we were talking about this a little bit before we started. We're still amidst a pandemic, and while things seem to slowly be figuring themselves out, vaccines becoming available, this is the first American Challenger of the year. How difficult does that make someone like you who, nursing a protected ranking and all of the different things, just to chart your schedule for the rest of the year, and where do you see yourself going these next few months?
I mean, it's been difficult. I'm not going to lie. I'm like traveling through all this and everything. It's not my idea of a good time, know. And I could have went over to Europe, but it's just like I've been out here a long time, and I know like how dialed in you have to be match by match, and I know some tournaments over in Europe, like they're going on, but organization's tough. It's tough to get in and out, restrictions and whatnot. So for me, it's like I know I'm going to go over there eventually, probably after Tallahassee, but I knew there were some tournaments on the horizon, and for me it was just peace of mind wise better to just kind of stay here, unless it was for Aussie Open or tournaments like that. Like I didn't feel a reason at 300 in the world, kind of where I am, to go over there and try to chase points right now.
And in terms of the rankings perspective, everyone's frustrated. Is it particularly frustrating for you too as well? I
mean, look, I know what it's like to be on the brink of top 100, and it used to be like 500 points, and I was always just shy of that for a long time, aside from the time I squeaked in. But I mean, now I looked at the rankings actually for the first time yesterday in a long time, and it's like 800 points to be top 100. I mean, Jesus. It's really difficult for guys even like Musetti right now, who's almost there. But, I mean, still with qualifying and quartering Acapulco, he's not even close still. But I think with the 50% rule, I'm not sure about that. I think it should just be full at this point. Like, let's get everything back to normal. But, look, it's not my decision. For me, it kind of helps because I'm not going to lose the stuff that I had in 2019, at least all of it. But right now, I mean, I feel like every tournament you play, you got to aim to win it because it's really the only way you're going to move.
No, absolutely. I mean, we were talking to Jensen Brooksby earlier. That's another example. Guy who missed a bunch of time with injury, and he's like, what do I do? It's tough to map it all out. Well, then, final question for you, because I think you're a 94.
93.
I want to say 93, so I'm a 95. So, I grew up in the shadow, Bjorn, Mitchell winning everything. That's who you watched if you were a junior fan. And I am so accustomed to obviously seeing you rock Adidas. I know now you're rocking the Neptune. And I have to say, the trident on the chest looks good. Give me the story behind the Neptune.
No, it's very nice. So they're a new company. They're about a little over 1 year old. They were going to launch a little bit sooner, but the pandemic kind of slowed them down like everybody else. They have a couple players, myself, Aliaj Bedene, Nicole Melikar, Lauren Davis. And it's very nice. It's actually out of Orlando. So for me, it's local. I can go pick up the stuff and go home.
That's awesome.
So that's nice. But no, it's new. It's very nice. It's clean. The people behind the brand are awesome. It's a very family feel, obviously, with it being so small. Adidas was great. I miss them a lot. I will always love them and be a fan. But no, I'm pretty happy with the brand.
It was a good look, I have to say. It was the black and yellow today. It matched the racket top to bottom. I was like, well done.
It's a nice outfit.
Absolutely. Well, again, the only thing better than the outfit has been your level of play this week. Bjorn, congratulations and good luck the rest of the week.
Appreciate it.